And we are live as we approach the half right now. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns approach halftime. The Cincinnati Bengals are leading the Browns 21-0 right now. Dominating performance for the Cincinnati Bengals in the first half. I am Gabriel Morency alongside Donnie Right Side. Donnie Right Side. What's going on, Donnie?
Yeah, man, watching this first half, a lot of interesting things. A shootout down in Dallas was pretty much anticipated. 17-13 right now with a 2-minute warning, and it looks like Dallas driving again inside the 10-yard line with a third down. So a lot of stuff to keep up with, Gabe. I think we were both keen on a couple of these plays coming through. Minnesota up 7-3 currently. Looks like they're heading into halftime. Buffalo Bills in a wild one down there hanging around. 7-7 down, 10-7 Atlanta now down in the Dome. So a lot of stuff we were talking about earlier. Looks like it's coming to fruition.
It really is, and it's only halftime right now, but we told people if you like the Buffalo Bills, the Bills should be able to hang around in the first half. We'll give you some second half numbers in a second here. There's still 20 seconds left in the first half of play, but it's going to be tough for Buffalo to hang around, although Julio Jones has left the football game. We talked about a track meet with the Rams and the Cowboys. Should be some points put up on the board. They're already at 30 points at the 2-minute warning, and Dallas are knocking on the door right now as we speak. You gave the Minnesota Vikings as one of your best bets of the morning, as did I. They're up 7-3 right now with a couple of seconds left in the half. And we talked about New England and Carolina being a tricky sort of stay-away game and, not really sure which way it would go. And here we are right now, 17-13, Carolina Panthers. This Patriot defense, they can't stop anybody. They're like Texas Tech.
No, it's really bad. I mean, you're looking at one of the more inept offenses over the first couple of weeks of the season, the Carolina Panthers. Every week they seem to get more injured, and yet here they are just sitting back here, I don't know. I'm watching it in amazement. Every time it comes up there, I'm expecting New England to run away with the ball game, and they can't do it.
One of these weeks, they're going to fall short. They expect, the Tom Brady magic, and this is the insanity of the NFL, isn't it, Donnie? We talked about it, man. You said it. It's a week-to-week league. I want to punch people in the face, man, when they start, did you see them play last week? Yeah. I don't give it, last week is last week. It's a week-to-week league. Yep. But it's almost expect the opposite. We see this. Carolina's offense has showed us nothing this year, Donnie. Here they are with 17. And is New England's defense that bad? I mean, Houston put 33 up on them. The Chiefs put 41 up on them. This isn't an anomaly. Maybe their defense is this bad. And I don't understand it because they got Butler. They brought Gilmore in. What the hell's going on there?
I don't know. I guess it all gets back to last year when you're looking at the one thing that, you would want to try to improve from New England was the actual pass rush itself. Because if you give quarterbacks a lot of play out there or a lot of room to operate like Cam Newton can do, it's going to hurt you. And again, New England gets quick out of the gates. Again, it looks like it's going to be a blowout. Next thing you know, they can't move the football. Julius Peppers, reincarnated out there getting sacks. It's interesting to watch.
All right, so we'll see we'll see which way this goes. You got to believe the Patriots will find a way to come back in this football game like they do on a weekly basis. They're not quite at the half yet, so let's start jumping into some of the halftime numbers here, the games that are at the break, and we'll start off with the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals minus a half a point to Donnie. Normally, when a team is down by 3 touchdowns, they're going to be minus 3.5, minus 6.5, minus 7.5, and minus 9, depending on and. Considering the number was only 3.5 in this game, generally you would expect the team to be down. But obviously the odds makers, normally this is computers, but there's also an eyeball test. They don't like what they've seen from the Browns. What do you make of this one? Did the Browns get back in this or does Cincinnati just pull away? Considering Cincinnati, the way the season's gone, this isn't a team to me that's ready to let up, Donnie. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I don't think they're going to let up in that game, Gabe, but if I'm looking at it now, and Chris is actually showing at a pick 'em at the half, I'm going to lean on Cleveland here just because I think smart football has to take over for the Bengals in the second half. A 3-touchdown lead, Gabe. The points are not their friend, so to speak. They don't need any more technically right now having a 3-touchdown lead, but their friend is 2 first downs, churn the clock, punt it, force Cleveland to beat you. I can see DeShone Kizer making some plays in the second half and bringing them not back into the football game, but if you're going to give me a pick 'em at the half, at home down 3 touchdowns, you have to be able to show a little bit of face at home, even though Cleveland's obviously not a good franchise in itself. But I'm going to lean on taking the points here. Or actually, the pick 'em, and I'll lean on the Browns. I'm going to write that down for me.
All right, we've got another score here. Looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers just punched one in. They're up 19-0, extra point pending. And this Baltimore Raven team, man, they got punched in the mouth last week, and here they are. You know, they're getting drilled. This is an embarrassment for the Baltimore Ravens. You know, you look at the roster, and I guess it's really not a surprise. They've been doing it with smoke and mirrors, and I don't know if they went for 2 and missed it, but 19-0 right now. They've been doing it with smoke and mirrors, but yeah, it's caught up to them right now. Yeah, exactly. You're up 19-0. Why the fuck wouldn't you just kick the extra point and make it 20, Donnie?
Yeah, no, he doesn't. First of all, you never chase points unless you're in the fourth quarter, and it absolutely makes a difference when you score. It's just asinine to go for a 2-point conversion in that spot right now. Just go up 20-0. It's free. It's going to be a free point. It doesn't bring him back in the game, but it's just ludicrous coaching right there. Ludicrous.
Yeah, like, and now suddenly, exactly. Not that they're going to come back, but now 20 and you're losing, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. You just kick the extra point and go, well, these fuckers will have to go 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points to catch us now. Now 19 is, like you said, Tomlin's Tomlin. All right, now we got a bulk of numbers popping in here, and holy crap. Did New England already respond with a fucking field goal before the half? They did.
Field goal, yeah, 17-16 now heading into the half. Yes, correct.
We got the New England Patriots -6, total 24.5, Donnie. Patriots -6.
I'm gonna right there, just the way New England's playing, Gabe. Give me the points. It's a 17-16 ball game. I'll take the 6 on Carolina right now. Their defense stinks, and I think Carolina can hang around.
Yeah, and Carolina aren't intimidated by the Patriots. Cam Newton's not, they're not kids, right? It's not, even it's like the Texans, we're here. Cam Newton's been an MVP of the league. They're playing to win this football game. It really is amazing to me how bad Carolina can look one weekend, and here they are right now. So you like the 6 points? You think this game comes down to the wire? I can't disagree.
I'm taking the 6. Yeah, I think New England's going to win the football game. I do think they come back, but I don't see a blowout there because their defense doesn't allow you to blow anything out. And again, look at the Panthers already, 17 points at the half. There's no reason to believe they won't score another 10 to 14 points at least in the second half. I'll take it.
24.5 is the total. You're talking about the defense. That's a pretty high second half total, Donnie. We haven't seen a lot of these. Normally, you're going to get a track meet style football game. You get your 26.5 maybe with the Falcons and the Packers, etc. But 24.5 is pretty high. It kind of scares me off of pulling the trigger on the over here.
Yeah, 24.5 is always an interesting one because obviously you're expecting 4 touchdowns in the second half. Do I think they can do that? Yes, but again, somebody typically doesn't need to score at the end of the football game to take the air out of it, and I don't really have a play on that 24.5 there. I'll just stick with the give me the 6.
All right, Minnesota Vikings up 7-3 at the break. I'm seeing Vikings -0.5 point, 21.5 on the board here. So the Vikings were laying
2.5, 3.
We were laying 2.5. Yeah, 2.5, 3. So now suddenly with the adjusted number, you'd be laying 4 points with the Vikings here. Are you comfortable with that? What do you make of this one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough one. Again, it's lower scoring. So if it's 7-3, Stafford's going to get a chance at the end of the football game. I'll just sit on if I have the 3 because I can see this game even tightening up even more because Stafford's not going to go away. And it's clear that Minnesota's not going to be able to pull away from Detroit. So I'll lay off that one, just stick with the original feel with the 2.5.
And if you played the money line, it's not a concern. But if you lay the 2.5, it's awkward. Yep. We don't want a field goal from Detroit here, Donnie. Exactly. We don't want that 7-6. We want to keep it, keep it 10-3, 14-3. Keep it on the even numbers. Hell, even if I'd rather Detroit score a fucking touchdown than a field goal, to be honest with you.
No, I
keep it on the even numbers, guys, right? In this football game. Total's 21.5. There's no way in hell you're going to shut Stafford down for a full 60 minutes. You got to believe he's going to throw at least a touchdown pass here. But I'm not in a hurry to bet over 21.5 here, Donnie. I'm not.
No, either. I mean, the game open. You're right about that. Matthew Stafford's on the field. Case Keenum's not really going to be a gunslinger. They're going to play it lower to the vest. 21. That's a really low number even for Stafford because he's going to go a little bit of boom or bust to get out there. You wouldn't have thought coming into this game, Detroit's going to end up with 10 or 14 points. So you would lean towards the over. If I had to take a play here, I would lean over 21.5. I do think the game's going to open up a little bit.
We got a fucking track meet in Texas going on here, and I'm not so sure this isn't a catch right here. And I assume since the stupid ref said it isn't, and it is, that's a catch. That's a fucking catch. You're standing right there, ref. You got to review that. That's not reviewable. Like, that's a fucking catch. Yeah. That's a fucking catch, shithead. You stupid fucking senior citizen motherfucker.
I'm not watching it.
Fucking old fucking refs. The guy's standing right there. You're standing right next to the fucking dude. Look. All right? 1, 2. Maybe his knee's down. Fuck me. Fuck.
Was it a touchdown catch or what was it?
But the thing is, no, it's a big play, though. I don't know. The ref's not even looking at the fucking foot. He can't see because the Cowboys in front of him. There's one. That's a catch. There it is. That's a catch. His toe hits the turf before.
Are you talking the Dallas game?
Yes.
Yeah, he caught that ball. They'll review that. That's definitely a catch.
It's
funny how, Gabe, you can watch it on your TV from a bad angle, watching a show.
Doing a show with you.
Yes, and we can tell that is a catch. Yes, correct.
I know. The guy comes. The thing that bothers me, though, Donnie, look at the ref on the replay. He's not even looking at the feet. They all look at the ball.
No,
it's like, dude, you didn't even look at the feet, and right away you go, no. How do you know it's no? You didn't even see it.
Yeah.
All right, here's Blandino. What's Blandino?
At least the only good part is McVay burned. I think McVay already burned both of his challenges, so thank God it's under 2 minutes. Otherwise, that wouldn't even have been reviewed.
Oh, yeah, I know. What a surprise. They should just say from now on, instead of the ruling on the field has changed, just say, you know what, after reviewing the play, we are stupid and we fucked up again, you know? What did I say?
Thanks for catching us upstairs in the booth.
Like you said, I'm talking to you out of the corner of my eye. I see this. I got the Rams, so I see this. And I'm like, that's a fucking catch. Fuck.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
We got a trap
no defense
going on here, man. 24-13. They're already at 37, and the Rams in field goal territory right now. Second and 3.
In that Houston game, too. My God.
Deshaun Watson, my starting quarterback in DraftKings.
They actually could have tacked on more, but he threw an interception late in the half.
Oh, fuck me. What a loser. Kid.
Minus 3.5, Gabe. Open up in the second half for Tennessee. Houston over under 23.5.
The only thing is, I don't understand. Sammy Watkins has done jack shit in this game. This is pissing me off, man. All right, so like you said, so 3.5, 23.5. Mm-hmm. I don't know. This is one that I would pull the trigger on the over here, Donnie. I don't see this slowing down. You know, the Tennessee Titans have an explosive offense. They're not going to let up. They're not going to tap out.
Yeah. Give me the 3.5 on that one, too. I'll take the 3.5 on Tennessee. I think they tighten this game up.
You're going to lay the 3.5 with the Titans here, huh? They're down by 16, so what? They got to cut it to 12 now. They can lose by 12.
Yep. I think they can climb back into that ball game. Stop turning the football over. I think, again, you have the younger quarterback as the game goes on late. I can see if you need that last touchdown, Tennessee going down the field down, 14 points or whatever, I think they can punch it in.
All right, you know what? I'm going to go light here on the over 23.5 in the second half here. I don't think it's going to slow down. It wouldn't shock me if this game gets close. I agree with you, Donnie. I don't think Tennessee's going to go anywhere. Houston's feeling a little good about themselves, and Bill O'Brien's a stupid coach. Fuck, all right? He's smart in one respect, but he's not a good in-game coach. Of all coaches, couldn't you see him sort of getting a little bit complacent and
football games tighten up.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, Tennessee scores 10 points. Boom, and they're back in it, right? All right, 44-yard.
No, I'm on the same wavelength there.
Nails it.
Greg the leg.
Me and Donnie got on right before the break. You know, we were setting up the video. We got on, and I told him, I said, in-game total here is 60.5 in the Ram game, and I think I'm going to jump on here because it doesn't seem like it's slowing down at all. And since then, we've had 10 more points. We'll get last
man standing in that football game. I just hope, getting the 6.5 points or 6.5, whatever you got it. I think that's going to still come into play. I'm not happy with the Rams defense. Rams defense has been shredded all season so far outside of that Indianapolis game, but they do get the ball, I believe, at the half. So that's going to be a big drive. See if they can get some points out of that.
Okay, Jags Jets. This game got there pretty early. This one might be going off the board. We didn't talk about it. I got to be honest with you. I haven't watched a second of this game. And normally I watch all the games, guys. But I got some bigger plays on certain games. I got super contests. I got a fucking draft. You know what I mean? DraftKings Live. I'm focusing in on the Bills game because I'm a Bills fan. I'm watching a Bengals game online here. I'm watching a Vikings game, and I'm watching the Texans-Titans game. I'm watching them all, but those are the ones that I got focused in on. The Jets and Jags, I didn't bet it, and I don't have it in the contest. So I only have so much space in my brain here. Jags are 3.5 though here. What do you make of this one in the second half? We're right where we.
You're still looking at you're still looking at the same line. It opened up 3.5, 4 by the time it closed. So you're getting roughly the same thing.
I'm seeing 3.5, 19.5 here right now.
Yeah, actually with 19.5, Gabe. They're professional football teams out there. 10-10 tie. Somebody's going to have to score some points. I'll lean over 19.5 in that game. I think that's actually better than the side itself. 3 touchdowns out of them. I could see a turnover, a big play, or somebody getting in there. Even if the game ends up 17-17. and heads into overtime, you still got a shot at a touchdown in overtime to get that cover. So I'll lean on the over in that one.
I can't disagree with you. I can't disagree with you there. And it's not a lot of points, 19.5. It's going to open up. I doubt that it's, third, it opens up in the second half. I can't pull the trigger on everything. So what do you make of this? So what do we do here with this Bills and Falcons game? Bills and Falcons.
I don't know. I mean, that was a big drive to take the lead at the end of the half, 10-7. We're looking at what, 3.5 or 3 at most spots here now, just bouncing back and forth on Atlanta. It's up to Julio Jones. Us being on the show is kind of hard to get that injury late.
I think the Bills are going to hang around, Donnie. It ain't no loss.
Yes, if Julio Jones is dinged up, they're hanging around. Yes, they're hanging around if Julio's banged up. Yes.
Like, I'm watching this game. It's not a fluke, guys. Like, the Buffalo Bills defense is fucking good. It just is. And I know I don't play anybody. And then after this, well, what? What more do you want them to do? They terrorize everybody. They're pissing off Matt Ryan. They're all over the fucking wide receivers. And Tyrod Taylor's actually playing well. There was a play, guys, in his football game when it was 7-3. Zay Jones. It was a 3rd and 7. Nice play call, Buffalo Bills, little play action. And the Falcons bid on it, man. And Tyrod put it right there, man. It was like a 45-yard bomb. He sort of sailed it. Mm-hmm. Zay Jones fucking had it, hit the ground, and dropped it.
Yeah. Big
catch. You got to make that catch, kid, You got to make that catch. But I got a free play over at Bet365 on this because I fucking did the pregame thing.
Mm-hmm. Just watching that Cincinnati-Cleveland game. They had like a lateral sideways pass here that they called incomplete. Now they're talking about it. The Cleveland guy actually picked up the football, so they're calling. I would see a challenge here. That's a pretty big play, but who knows what Hugh Jackson's going to do.
I have so much fun talking to you, Donnie. These halftimes fly by. The Bills and the Falcons just off the board right now. Already kicked off. Yep. Already kicked. So we got 24-16 at the break, man. They're already up to 40 points, the Cowboys. Cowboys and Rams up to 40 points.
Yeah, no, that's a shootout. They opened up like 46.5, closing of the game. I think closed around 50 points. So everybody was thinking the same type of equation as us. 26.5 in the second half, -1 for Dallas. So, I mean, I already have the Rams in this game, 6.5. So I'm going to lay off of that instead of taking a -1 in the second half or whatever. 26.5. I don't think the scoring is going to slow down, Gabe. Neither one of these defenses playing good football. I can see 4 touchdowns in the second half, which is tough in an NFL game to lean on, but I can see it happening.
Hey, with these kickers and perfect conditions here,
sure.
three touchdowns and 2 field goals get you the 27.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think we will see a couple of field goals. Saw Bailey nail one. The Rams dude just nailed a 45-yarder. So we're right back sort of where we started with the original line. It's funny, Donnie, because remember it opened up at 8.5 on Monday night. Mm-hmm. So here we are right now in the 8.5 range. In-game total 66.5, 26.5, as Donnie alluded to. I'm with Donnie on this one. I already have the Rams, and I've got the Rams plus the 6, and I've got an in-game over 60.5. So what can I really maneuver here? But I'll be honest with you guys. I think there's value with the Rams here. The Rams
get first ball. They get ball out of the break too, Gabe. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And Dallas came right out of the gate. Boom. The Rams haven't, the Rams are playing with them. It's almost like a tennis match, like Donnie stated. Dallas scored first, and they've been playing catch up. The Rams are in this game, man. They score a quick one out of the break here. I think they're live here still. I would recommend a second half Rams play. I'm already on the Rams, but I'm not worried about it. It can go either way, but I still think we're okay, Donnie. I think the Rams look okay here. We just need a stop, and we get the first score out of the break here. We got ourselves a fucking game.
Yeah. By the way, Gabe, I'm watching this Cleveland game, Cincinnati. The play there, you ever get the feeling where like umps and refs just try to back each other up? The play was clearly, it wasn't a forward pass. It was clearly a lateral. But the ball hit the ground. The Cleveland guy picked it up, sort of ran the half, the 50-yard line, stopped. Everybody talked about it. Then he backtracks into the end zone. Then he comes back. It's one of those where they go, I don't even know how if I can rule this, if it was a completed pass or a lateral, what it would be a touchdown where they get the football. You know what? Calling the field stands. Easiest way to do it.
There's a lot of these guys, they don't seem to know what they're doing, Don. It's a common theme with the NFL refs.
It really is, man.
Like, there's a lot of meetings. This morning, dude, I want to bring this up, actually. This morning during the Baltimore game, I don't know if you watched the whole game, every minute type thing, but they reviewed something that no one knows what they reviewed. Like, they actually...
Oh, Gabe, I was following on Twitter. Fill me in on that, because I saw a lot of people laughing at it, saying, what are we actually reviewing on this?
Okay, so basically, it was a meaningless play on like a 2nd and 6 type shit. Buddy on the Dolphins caught the ball, fumbled the ball, Someone else on the Dolphins fell on top of the ball. But there was no dispute, no anything. Like
Fantasy league stats, Gabe. Fantasy league stats.
No anything. But then Sean Payton calls the ref over and says something. Then it turned into this big brouhaha. The announcers had no idea. They sent it to Mike fucking Pereira, Donnie, okay?
Back in the studio, get his take on it.
Mike Pereira said, guys, I don't know. He goes, this game's so bad, this is just part of it. He goes, I don't know for the life of me. I don't know what they're reviewing. And this is Mike fucking Pereira. And it took like 5 minutes. Hockley's under the hood. And then Pereira goes, I don't know, man. Maybe they're debating whether there's a second off the clock or something. Pereira had no idea. And to my recollection, the announcers never said anything when they came back. They just said, all right, we resume action. It was a shit show. Maybe someone in the chat can tell me what they fucking reviewed. Because I got no idea what they fucking reviewed.
We need to get a league write-up. By the way, Gabe, watching the Minnesota game, they just cut in with the highlight. Minnesota had the ball out about the 50-yard line. They decided to take Case Keenum off the field and run a wildcat with Jerick McKinnon, and they promptly fumbled the football in the exchange. Now the Detroit Lions are headed in the red zone. Like, what do you think as a coach? You're up. It's a division game. You're winning. Ball at midfield. Let's run the wildcat out here instead of just playing football with the lead with your quarterback in the game. Like, what do we overthink ourselves so many times, man?
Was it third down?
I don't think it was first down at the 50-yard line.
I saw a team run a wildcat yesterday on third down, and it was Tennessee. Gary Dynaston had a good point. He goes, when you run the wildcat on third down, you're kind of letting them know what you're going to do.
By the way, Gabe, news across the wire for you. Julio Jones will not return.
All right, Julio Jones not returning. Fantasy players are dying here. Now, it wasn't a big play, Tom Marino. I was watching the game. I had money on the Saints. Nobody gave a shit. Yeah, he had 2 times, whatever. It was ridiculous. I don't blame Peyton for bitching about it. If Peyton was worried about 2 fucking seconds, fine. But I should have taken
again, coming across the wire. Mohamed Sanu will not return now for Atlanta. There's your Bills, man. This is the break.
Wow, they got to run the ball. Suddenly this under comes into play, Donnie. They're going to run the ball in every fucking play here.
Holy cow. Why couldn't they get that information to us before the half got underway? Come on.
Well, this is why there's in-game. It's like pencils have erasers. This is why there's in-game betting.
Yes, you're right about that.
Look at this. Oh, fuck. They nearly just fucking – that's a live ball. That's a live ball. Touchdown Bills.
How about that? Defense?
They just knocked the ball out of Matt Ryan's hands.
Amazing what happens when you have no wide receivers to throw to.
It was there's a flag on the play, of course. 15 yards for being Buffalo. What?
Too much party in the end zone?
After the play, personal foul.
Oh, my God.
Touchdown Buffalo.
Look at that, man.
Ooh, those Survivor players.
Yes, I love it. Good. I escaped Thursday night, took the easy winner on the Packers with my Survivor pool this week. I want some mayhem.
I just broke my headphones, Donnie.
Over the Bills, no less.
Pretty delicate. Fuck. Just me throwing them against the computer like that. Fortunately,
only you would yell, scream, and break your headphones over a Bills touchdown.
I overreacted. I thought they were going to cancel it. I'm a Bills fan. I'm used to getting screwed. Yeah, they're going to review this. It's going to be the old, was his arm going forward? Yeah, they're going to overturn this.
And then they're going to still give him the penalty. Isn't that amazing how it works? Jesus.
Everything's under review
Houston
all the time.
driving again already.
Everything's under review all the time in this league. Yeah, it's just everything's under review.
At least they called it a touchdown on the field, give you some hope.
Yeah, it was one of those deals. Atlanta all stood around. If you're not watching, Ryan was back to pass. It should be a fumble in the real world, but his hand did go forward. That's a fumble, Donnie. But what do you think they call? Look, they're going to call it a pass. But
and then they're going to stick you with 15-yard penalty.
The thing is, if you get hit from behind in your arm, by gravity, your arm's going to go forward. It's not a pass. You know what I'm saying? They're a touchdown. Touchdown Bills. Ooh, that was Survivor. Those Atlanta Survivor. You're getting a little tight under the collar here, guys, huh?
Good. Bury them. Let's go, Buffalo. Make that easier with victory here.
Wow, I can't believe the Bills. Fuck. Thank God I didn't load up on the Falcons or anything. I knew it, man. We talked about this game, man.
Yep.
Fuck the Bills circling the wagons. I'm getting excited about the Bills. Pardon me, but I'm a Bills fan, guys. We haven't made the playoffs in fucking 20 years, all right?
No, but that, I mean, you want to talk about now you have a lead, and also now you have both wide receivers out of the football game. I mean, this is a good Bills defense. Not like, hey, just run the ball in the Bills defense.
They got Taylor Gabriel to throw to.
Yeah, exactly.
And, of course, the fucking Lions kicked that dreaded field goal, Donnie, and you and I laid the 2.5.
Yeah, yep.
Fucking Wildcat. Good job, guys. Good job. Great fucking job. Fuck.
Good job by the defense to stand up on that. But yeah, it looks like New England's back under play. So we got most of the games under play. Who's still
one
at the
game left? We got the Rams left, I think, right? Is that the only game on the board?
Looks like that's the only game back on the board there. What are they doing that? -1. Looks like -0.5, -1 across the board, 26, 26.5.
All right, so
I don't see the point stopping.
Before we get out of here, let's quickly blast through the 4 o'clock games. Then New York Giants, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I respect your opinion on this, Donnie, because you're an Eagle fan. There's no way in hell you'd say you like the Giants unless you really thought they were going to fucking win.
No, yeah, I think they're the right side here. Just again, I got them at 3 points, paid a little bit for it, but you could have got them 4.5 early in the week. 2.5, a little bit tougher of a number, but if you're betting this football game based on 2.5, you actually think the Giants have a legitimate shot at winning this game outright, and I do. So I don't think it's a bad play even at 2.5.
This is a tough football game for me. Wouldn't surprise me if I think Tampa Bay wins, but I think they're chokers. I think Dirk Cutter's a bad coach. Eli Manning's a capital city goofball. You know what I'm going to bet in this game, Donnie? It's 45.5. I'll buy the fucking hook here. Make it 45. Let's go over the number. You and I talked about it. Tampa Bay secondary. Giants are desperate. They can't run the ball. They're going to be throwing the ball. Quick hits. Beckham might be a fucking idiot, but he's a great player. He's going to get his. And I don't see the Giants, man. Eli Apple's going to get eaten. Fuck. How's he going to? They can't deal with this shit. Janoris Jenkins isn't 100%. Yeah, you got Evans, you got Deshaun Jackson. I think Tampa might be one of these dichotomy teams that look really good at home and shit on the road like they did last week. I got to lean with the Bucs. I like the over in this one. Chargers, Eagles, who you got?
Chargers, Eagles. I mean, again, we talked about it earlier in the show. I'm going to lean on the Eagles in this spot. -2 looks like it's about across the board. Good teams win these football games, and what I mean by that is the Chargers are 0-3. They always find a way to lose. The Eagles, being at home last week, up 14-0 in the fourth quarter, blew the lead, still able to put 3 drives back-to-back to get points, escape with a 61-yarder. That's going to propel them this week, and again, no home field advantage for the Chargers. I'm leaning Eagles here, Gabe.
All right, it's guaranteed win day here, Donnie, because I'm going the other side, so someone's winning.
Yes, absolutely. Did you catch out the winner?
I don't love this one. But it's one of these deals. I think the Chargers are going to find a way to get it done. I'm not sure the Eagles are a good team. I think they're okay. But, you say good teams win games like this. You're right. The Redskins went in there and they did it against the Rams. Can they go in here and do it against the Chargers? I don't know. I'm going to play the old stupid. Holy shit. I think the Falcons just fumbled the fucking kickoff.
That would be money. And the Jets on that over 19 already punched it in versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, nice call. Good stuff there. Okay, so I think we have points, though. An even 48, Donnie. Small play to the over here. Chargers, Eagles. I think it gets
Yes, I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to have a much, much better time. We talked about earlier, Gabe, how much the defenses the Eagles have played. The Giants defense, which is very good. Kansas City's defense, which is very good. And opened up the season on the road against Washington with an okay defense. I think they're going to get a little bit of a reprieve here. I think Alshon Jeffrey's going to be able to get his. Torrey Smith's going to be able to get open deep. Zach Ertz will eat over the middle. So I would lean towards taking the over in this one as well, Gabe. I think that's a good one.
All right, so Texans punch winning. That's a good start for our total, but it took a lot of time. 6:49 left in the third quarter already. Yeah. I like the over in the Giants game. Make it 45, guys. I like the over. I think it gets to 48 here with the Eagles and the Chargers. San Francisco 49ers and Arizona Cardinals. I've got zero opinion on. I don't give a shit about this game. Raiders and Broncos up to 3.5. Fuck. It's going to be Crabtree's out. Raiders back-to-back road games. I think the Broncos get it done. They probably win by 4. I'm going to pay for the hook. I'll get it down to 3. Give me the home team.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree with you on that one as well. I mean, it looks too easy, Gabe. It's one of those games the same way with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, my God, Ravens good at home. Ravens are getting plastered at home right now, not even looking good. I can see a similar type situation where Denver's just head and shoulders the better team here.
Holy fuck, Buffalo are terrorizing them. Like Matt Ryan's looking around like, what the fuck's happening here? Buffalo are feasting. Like, they're all over them right now. 3rd and 6. It's a big fucking play coming up here. Okay, and finally, in closing, tonight's football game down to 12.5. Do you lay the wood here, or do you trust the Colts?
It's hard for me with Seattle to lay the wood, but I think this game is setting up as one of those traps where it looks really easy to take the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts have played okay. You're asking for Seattle to blow them out. Doug Baldwin will play in this football game, which is going to help, but also the cornerback, escaping my mind, for the Colts is going to make his return tonight, which is going to help them out. Yes, correct. But if you're looking, it's hard to win in Seattle. I can see a struggle from the Indianapolis Colts. I think that number's right on. You know what? Seattle by 14 seems about right in this situation. As much as it pains me to say, I love to take the points, Gabe. I might be looking home team here. 14 or less.
I think they get it as well. I'd lay the points with Seattle. Quickly with props, guys, the long field goal prop is 43.5 in the altitude in Denver. Too low. Grab that. We're going to hit that long field goal prop. Something to keep our eye on, too, tonight. Jacoby Brissett, total completions, only 17.5. It's not a lot for an NFL quarterback to hit 18 completions, especially in a football game that they could be trailing in pretty large. But great stuff as always. Donnie, let's get this fucking Minnesota bet home. And let's get this backdoor with the Rams. And let's make some money, guys. And Donnie will be on with the big man on campus breaking down tonight's Sunday Nighter. And then I'll be joining the big man to watch the Sunday Nighter. So keep it locked in right here on SBR. Support them. Go over to the website. Sign up with one of the sports books if you want to keep this shit going. Great stuff, Donnie. May the winners be yours, buddy.
Absolutely. Good luck, man.